got much more difficult.
Field approaching the Geico restart zone. Dylan Logano making up row one. Great launch for Austin Dillon, but here comes Logano working that eye line. Denny Hamlin right there behind the three. The choose rule in effect. Fight for second.
Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, Hamlin, great run here as he looks to the inside, trying to take the lead away from Dillon early.
And he had such a great restart. Launched right away with Austin Dillon. That put him in position to be able to contest for second place and take that away from 22. Now he's in the lead. Also trying to stay in front of Logano. Logano had a big run off two. See if he can get some momentum off the four. Logano is staying right there with him. It's a good move right there, Austin Dillon. It's too early in these runs to make the outside work when everybody gets strung out. Go ahead and get yourself back on the bottom of the racetrack.
How much of this track is rhythm?
A lot. This racetrack, you're rewarded for driving in the corner deep, but if you drive in 1 foot too deep, your car does not do what it needs to do. It's very much a rhythm racetrack.
William Byron, Alex Bowman, those two teammates fighting for position. Bowman has it now in the 88. Byron still looking on the inside of the 24.
Byron right there, just a little bit off that yellow line. It's amazing how much more grip is when you get right to the yellow line.
This is that group of cars from 7 to about 14, all playoff cars, Rick. You know, who is going to stand out? Who's going to find a way out of this pack, this cluster, up into the top 5? You know, it seems like the same group run together. Your Bowmans, your Byrons, Custers, Boyers, you know, they're just there together so often.
And Steve, remember, at the end of first stage, points are awarded. So top 10, they're going to be fighting to get into that top 10 to get the points because some of them are right there on the cut line and maybe even below it.
We've seen this weekend here at Richmond, this second groove is pretty competitive. And you watch the 41 car really hold off a possibly quicker race car. And Chase Elliott on that bottom will probably take that position back. I mean, they can really fight on that outside line. And it's making it difficult for guys like Truex and so forth to work their way through the field. Truex jumped on the inside of Kurt Busch, and that created a gap. So as soon as the 14 car Cole Custer, as soon as he saw that 41 car rather, as soon as he saw it, he drove to the bottom, just covered that spot up. Now Truex is going to be on the attack of him though.
Do you put the bumper to somebody early? Or do you wait? Do you have patience in this first stage?
I think if you're Martin Truex Jr., you have a car that we feel is really good. I don't think you can really afford to be running into people at this point in the race. Too many laps left, too much to lose trying to get in the playoffs.
You mentioned the playoffs, excuse me, Jeff, as we look at this rundown, 9th. You know, Martin Truex Jr. currently sits 9th and only plus 16. In my mind, he's had such a great year. I know he's got to win. We just have always seen him with so many more playoff points. He's a guy, you know, you would think he's safe. He's anything but safe.
Just right along. All right, it's only 9 laps after the caution, after the restart rather. On the front straightaway, he's not wide open until the start-finish line. On the front straightaway, that is amazing. Think about that, guys. Think how bad these cars are going to drive later in the run. So you can see down the back. Now he gets full throttle after the car gets straight. Well, watch the front straightaway. Drives into turn 3. Going to go back to the throttle as soon as he can. Just touches the throttle. Now a little more throttle. Now a little more throttle. Start finish line wide open. Only 10 laps in. 40 laps in. Let's go back and revisit and see how much work he's having to do to get those rear tires hooked up. How about Parker?
Oh, guys, just ahead of him there, Cole Custer. How can you not be impressed with this rookie who gets in the playoffs off that win and that spectacular move at Kentucky, goes to Darlington, his first ever playoff race, finishes 12th, and now goes to Richmond, only his second time in a cup car here, no practice, and is running in the top 10. I just think he's continuing to impress. If we're talking about underdogs, Cole Custer has to be on your radar as someone that can surprise many people here in the playoffs, Dave.
Martin Truex Jr. running 11th in that orange and black number 19. Talk about his crew chief, James Small, today, and asked him if they had the luxury of maybe not worrying about that small gap down to the cut line because they've run so well this year. And he said,